All is mind, all is mental. Everything that there is stem from the mental, spiritual plane of existence. Everything that becomes tangible was first a wave of potential, of possibility that exists on the the non-physical spiritual realm of existence. We have the spiritual realm, the mental realm, and the physical realm. So everything that becomes tangible comes down from the spiritual, energetic realm where everything exists as potential. Like everything has the potential to be anything for it experience mental energy, before it comes down through the mental plane to the physical plane. Mind is all. Mind is all. Energy is all. Everything that there is was once a wave of potential, a wave of energy that has the potential to become whatever awareness brings into existence. Okay, so mind is all. The first Hermetic law, the first Hermetic law that governs existence. Mind is all. Everything stems from the mental. It lives in the spiritual as pure possibility, waves of energy that has the potential to become tangible through mental awareness. Through mental awareness, we have the ability to materialize the waves of potential. So, I'm saying this over and over because I want to stick. Mind is all. Everything that there is was once a wave of potential. That's where the phrase "nothing new under the sun" comes from. And if I go deeper, I can explain why and how we have the wrong perception of the Creator. Because the Creator, they say the Creator is omnipresent, all seeing, everywhere, at all times. Well, if we speak of that from a logical aspect, from a realistic aspect, there's something else that's omnipresent, all seeing, everywhere, at all times. And that's the waves of potential, the energy that connects everything that there is. On the quantum realm, the spiritual realm, infinite possibility. Okay, there's this thing called the double slit experiment where scientists did an experiment where okay, they they had a little machine and it had a wall up, and the wall had two slits through it, like two holes through it. And what they did was they sent protons, like they fired protons at the wall to see how they behave. Okay. So the first time they fired the protons, they fired it and it went through both slits equally. Like it went through as a waveform. Like it didn't go through as a single individual thing. It went through as a waveform, like they were incoherent with each other. It created a wave. How do you know, like when you throw a rock in the water and it create the wave? And that's what it did when it went through slits. Look it up, the double slit experiment. Okay, they did it again, and they put like an observer on it. Like, I don't know exactly what they used as the observer, but they put something that was aware of the protons. So once they did the double slit experiment with their awareness on the protons, it changed. Like the the protons changed its whole behavior, which blew their mind. Because first, while they weren't being observed, they went as waves connected. There was no separation. They went through two slits in a waveform, like like a wave. If it hits something, it just continue out as a wave. But once observed, it chose which one it wanted to go through individually. It chose what slit it wanted to go through. So they was like, whoa, hold up. This ain't right. We just got down this shit spooky. That's what Einstein called it. Spooky activity. So simply put, while the protons were not being observed, they act as waves. While being observed, they materialized and went through the slits individual, like they knew they were being observed. And I said that to say that's how the that's how the spiritual world, the mental world, and the physical world correspond. Everything is waves of potential possibility before they're observed. And how are they observed? Through mental, through the mind, through you giving a thought your attention. Like, before you give a thought your attention, it's there. Like, the thought is always there. It exists. Like, that's why I say that the saying, nothing new under the sun. Everything that's a possibility has always and will always be a possibility. It's going to stay a possibility until observed through the thought. So anything is possible, and it's only a possibility until it comes on your radar, till you match the frequency of where that wave of potential exists. Like, there's only one energy that exists, but that energy has different levels of it. So happiness is on this level of energy, but sadness is a part of the same energy, but it's just on a different level. They're opposites. Anger is over here, but it's still a part of the same energy realm. Goddamn, grief is down here, but it's all still a part of the same energy realm. $1 million, a millionaire is right here, but it's still all a part of the same energy realm. Goddamn, homelessness is right here, but it's still all a part of the same energy realm. Poverty thinking is right here, but everything is existing on different levels of the same energy. Like, everything that there is a part of one existing energy. But all the individualities have their level that's attached to the one energy where they existed. So that's how everything is a wave of potential. And it's a wave because everything is made of atoms. I'm sure everybody know that everything is made of atoms, and atoms broke down to their smallest form. It's not a solid thing. It's a flicker of energy. a wave. It's a flick of energy. And what makes it a wave is because anything that's vibrating, the only thing that causes vibration is sound. Okay? So what is sound? Sound waves. So that's why they are waves of potential, because the frequency is just different speeds of the sound. Sound is all there is too, because energy is sound. Sound is creation. Everything whirls into existence. Everything has a hum to it simply because it's vibrating to find that it's sound, because sound is the only thing that creates a vibration. So everything is sound, everything is energy. All the individual aspects to everything is just a different level of the one energy that exists. There's nothing exterior to the whole. There's nothing exterior to the whole. Like the whole being the fact that there's nothing exterior to the whole, it couldn't take a part of itself and another part of itself and make something. It all has to grow from itself. Not even grow, it all has to be of itself. That's why there's nothing new under the sun. That's why there can't be a God that sit high and look low, because we're of the same nature, we're of the same elements, we're of the same exact things. We just are on different aspects of it, creating the illusion of the individuality. But okay, let's say your brain is encaved in darkness. Like inside of your head, your brain is in darkness. But it has its friends. Like it has its buddies that go out and get information for it and bring the information back, and it processes it. It got the feelings, it got the smell, it got the hearing, it got the seeing, it got the taste. So through your five senses, your brain is able to gather information while encaved in darkness. That's why they say light becomes within darkness. So it's just like that's a representation of how mind uses the individual to gather the information for it to experience. Like there's one energy which is thought energy, mental, consciousness, awareness, but it has individual aspects of it in order for it to experience all. Like it has conscious awareness on a human level, on a non-human level, on all aspects. Everything that there is an extension of the one energetic mental being that there is. Like this ain't a human, but it has consciousness in it because it serves a purpose. It has consciousness coded in it because it has a duty. It has a job to perform. It has purpose. So when the person who made this embedded the consciousness in it through their mental capacity, their thought that they thought that they wanted to make this, and the thought power that they used to create it, to bring it to life. Because once it was only mental energy, the thought came through, I want to create some headphones that look like this, that has a case like this, like this. was only a wave of potential. This was only possibility until the person who created it matched up with that frequency on the mental plane, and their thought process got the idea from the spiritual plane where all things exist only as potential until awareness is brought to it. So they thought, and that was their awareness when they thought, I want to make some headphones. That was the mental connecting with the spiritual to start building on making this tangible. At one point, it only existed in the creator's mind. It only existed, but they saw it vividly. They had definite purpose. They had faith without a doubt that they was going to bring this to life. And that's what caused it. They charged that they charged the energy up where this idea existed at on the spiritual realm. They gave so much thought power to it by consistently thinking about it and feeling the feeling of wanting to bring it to life. Like they was geeked about it. I'm sure they didn't stop until they brought it to life. I'm sure even before they created it, they lost the lack of it because they had a definite purpose, a definite mindset that I'm going to create this. Like once you feel the feeling of this is what I'm gonna do, and it ain't a doubt in my mind, you lose the want for it because you already know 100% your mind made up this what you finna do. And it's not seeing, it's believing it's seeing. Because once that belief is cast upon the thought of you're gonna bring this to life, it creates the energy through the feeling that starts to create it. Because once you get that feeling that inspires you, that I'm fit to create this, that's sending out the energy to start the creation process. And that's when you start doing all the actions that it takes to create it. Like the creation process didn't start until you got that feeling of this is coming to life. First, the thought came in, this was already existing on the spiritual realm. Like the idea of this, because anybody could have made this. So the idea was already there. It wasn't the person who created the idea. They just matched the level of thinking where this idea existed at, which was already there. Nothing is new. Everything exists as potential. Everything is a possibility for anybody. It already exists. There's nothing new under the sun. So through the physical person tapping in with the mental realm and matched up with the level of being where this idea already existed, they brought it down to the mental. Okay, now it's in the mental. I'm creating it. 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 Now it's in my hands. And it all happens through thought energy. The thought energy is what brought this idea down to actual things. The mental realm is the middleman between the spiritual and the physical, because you have to use thoughts to go up there and get ideas and charge that energy up and bring it to life so you can hold it in your hand. That defines seeing ain't believing, believing is seeing. It's like you going from finish to start. Like we don't wait till we see things for them to be created, because once we see it, it's already a creation. And that ain't how creation works. The non-physical create the physical. because the thought energy has to be charged up through the emotional energy and motion that you feel in your body when it's aligned with that thought of the ideal. Alignment is the key. You have to be aligned on an emotional level for the thought to come down. Because once you gain the emotion as if this thing already exists, that's how you create it. You have to feel as if it's already done before it's done. That's how you bring it down. Like, that's how you get the bullshit results. Because, okay, there comes a situation that scares you. You don't want this to happen. Now, guess what you do? You continuously think about it. You continuously this bullshit result exists already. It's a possibility for anybody, anything. It's already a possibility. And just so happened the situation came into your existence. Now it's in your mental realm. And being the fact that you don't want it to happen and it scares you, you think about it so much, now you believe that it's a possibility for it to happen. And once you start believing that this can really happen, it makes you feel in your body that this can really happen. That's where the fear comes from. That physical feeling that you feel scared of this thing has the possibility to come to life, because that's all it is. It's possibility until you charge it up with your emotional energy. Before you become aligned with it by your belief in the fact that it can be a thing. Once you believe that it can be a tangible thing, you feel you feel the way a person would feel when they believe that this certain thing could become a real thing. The feeling that you have that scares you about this becoming a thing is the feeling that anyone would get with that belief of this thing becoming a thing. It's not personal. It's a wave of potential. It's potential for anybody who matches this level of energy, this level of being, this level of feeling. This already exists. It has always existed. It will always exist. Even after you have your experience with it, it's still going to be a wave of potential for someone else, or maybe you again. But it's going to always be there. We have the magnificence in the I call it the beauty of the human nature to go to where these things are through our emotions. Like, they're gonna always be where they are because that's where they exist on the energy scale. Like I said, everything has its place where it exists amongst the one energy. There's only one energy that connects everything. Like, everything is a response. Everything is a cause and effect, but everything is operating from one realm. The levels of the one is what create the individuality, the illusion of it. When you go in the store and you pissed off, and the person that said something to you, you go off on them, guess what you did? That was a cause and effect. Cause you pissed off, caused you to go off on them. Now they're feeling the effect of your cause, and that's gonna cause them to effect based on how they respond. Everything is connected. Now you done pissed them off. Now they go home and go off on their old lady. Now they done pissed their old lady off. She go to work and snap on her goddamn supervisor and get fired. Now the supervisor pissed off, and you see how that one person caused all these chain reactions? That's that's the energy connected. Everything you do is gonna affect something or someone. That's energy connected. But it's one energy, it's just producing different levels of it. It's not different sets of energy. It's just we're bouncing off different levels of it through our feelings, because the feeling is what speaks the language that creates. The heart is the creation center. The heart and the imagination, once they're coherent, that's the creation center. The imagination sees the thing that exists on the spiritual realm, because you can go anywhere with your mind. Like you can close your eyes and be in goddamn LA on the beach right now in your mind. You can see it vividly. Your mind can take you anywhere you can think of. That's your creation center. Your imagination is your creation center. That's you made in the image. Because through your mind, you're able to create everything that that comes into your existence. Because that's the only way to create is through the mental. And the mental is the all. Logically, the creator is everything that there is combined creates the creator. Because everything that there is of the creator. If you're made in the likeness and the image, that would tell you that you are of the creator. You're not a separation from it. You are an existence within it. You are an extension of it. You are a part of it. That it uses you as a way to experience on a different level. Just how the brain uses your five senses to experience. The macro and the micro, you're always going to see a smaller fractal in the whole. They're always going to be the whole in the smaller version. That's the correspondence, defining that everything is one. So, all is mine. Everything that there is has a level of being where it exists. And through the way you feel, you are able to align and match that level of energy. And if you stay there long enough and embody the emotion, the feeling of that thing already existing, that's how you create it. And like I said, before you get the bullshit results that you get, before that thing actually happened, you felt as if it would happen before it happened. So you got the feeling before it happened. Use yourself as an example. When things scare you, you feel that fear before it happened. So that's believing in sin, because you believed it can happen before it happened. But it's the same process to get the positive results. The method don't change. It's just the results that change. And it's just the energy that we produce in that change. Because we don't get what we want, we get what we are. And what we are is a reflection. What we experience on the outside is only a reflection of what we feel on the inside. So you got to pay attention to how you feel. You got to pay attention to what you think. You can't be stuck in these negative thought loops because all you're doing is charging up that negative experience and bringing it to life. It's an energy game. It's an emotional game. Like we have to look beyond the physical because at the end of the day, the physical is just a temporary experience. The physical is only a tool for the spiritual aspect of us to experience. Our spirituality, our consciousness, our awareness doesn't die. When this body is done, our awareness still exists because energy doesn't die. It can't be destroyed nor created, only transferred. And that's what we do when we get pissed off and respond in a way that affects somebody else and they go home and respond. That's transferring energy. And somebody pick your vibe up, you come in the room all moody, and somebody can feel it, and now you done pissed them off. That's just transfer energy. Energy can't be destroyed nor created, only transferred. We playing an energy game, and the awareness of where you're putting your energy is how you gain control of your game. Because if you're noticing that the energy you're feeling that's creating the emotion that you're feeling is not for feeling, instead of drifting and letting it take you wherever it take you, you're able to shift it and change your mental process. Because I know, because I'm able to do it. I used to be a drifter, get stuck in the bullshit thoughts and just think about it and just self-sabotage. But now, shit, once I see some shit coming in that give me a flat, that's the first thing. Like, your body gonna be the first response. Like, when you have that thought that or something past event and it give you that flash in your chest, that's your body telling you that that's not something that's fulfilling to you. Once I feel that flash, I'm out of there. I'm out of there. I'm not finna sit there and keep letting that shit flash and shock me. That flash is the energy, because that's all that you are. You have enough energy in your body right now to light up a whole city for a vast amount of time. Because that's all we are, is electromagnetic energy. We're electricity and magnetism. Our electrical being has the levels of electricity that it produces through our emotions, and the magnetism bring in things that align with that level of energy where we're resting at. So once we sit in anger, the magnetism of our being pull in things that exist on that level of energy where anger is at. Anger has things that produce anger. So when you rest at an angry state long enough, the magnetism within your being is gonna start casting in things that produce anger in your life, because that's the energy state that you're resting at. That's the radio station that you're sitting at. When you turn your dial to Hot 105.7, you get that channel coming through. That's all it is tuning your channel. You're tuning your channel to what signal you get coming through your emotions. Your emotions is your energy and emotions. Your electricity, your electric being. Your heart ain't just pumping blood. Your heart is your breaker box. The heart has a magnetic field 5,000 times stronger than the brain. Your heart is your energy center, because once that once that level of energy makes it to your heart sends it out, and you get the results that are on that level return back to center. The heart speaks the language. that creates. Your imagination is your creation center. That's how you whip it up. And once you get the feeling that align with what you're producing in your creation center, your heart sends it out. And you get back things that are on that level. Circumstances, like it might not be the exact same thing, but it's going to be something that would produce that same level of energy, which is that same feeling. Everything is potential on the spiritual, energetic realm. I say spiritual, energetic because the spirituality is only energy. And energy is all that there is. So energy is all seeing. Energy is everywhere at all times. The creator is the energy because all the creation started from the awareness of the energy. And it's up to you. We don't get what we want, we get we are what we are. It's only what we feel, what we believe we are, what we believe we're capable of. We the only ones can define what we are because we're the only ones who's judging us, who's truly judging us. The object of the game is to fulfill your heart. That's what your free will is for. Your free will ain't an ultimatum to obey. Your free will is to seek love, love that makes you feel good. Because as long as you feeling good, you're living good. Your energy is flowing, one band, one sound. You gotta feel good. And the only way you're gonna feel good is if your heart is fulfilled. If the desires of your heart is fulfilled. Kendra, man.